Ability number X. 2000X. An unknown ball of energy hit planet Earth and caused a sudden mutation in humankind. Some suddenly had the ability to control fire, and babies with X-ray vision were born. People started gaining new special abilities that have never been observed before. It was a new era of human history. 100 years have passed since then. Some abilities were great enough to change the world, and others were small abilities that made small parts of everyday life easier. There is currently an infinite number of special abilities existing in every corner of the world.
And each ability comes with it a unique story of pain and suffering and joy. There we go! Done! Not a bad article if I do say so myself. My name is Suzuri. I intern at a magazine company as an aspiring journalist. In this world that we live in now, where special abilities are so common, each and every person is the main character of a story, surrounded by supernatural phenomenon. It is not only my job, but my purpose to shed light on both sides of the coin of the human drama that encompasses the people with different abilities.
Suzuri, isn't it almost time for your interview?
Yes, sir. On my way. I have another appointment today to hear about a curious experience with one of these special abilities. I'm excited to find out what kind of story I will be able to hear today. So, Yukihira, you're a retired detective with a long career dealing with many cases involving special abilities, correct? And today, I'd like to hear about one of the stories that were especially impressionable to you. Is that okay, sir?
Sure, I don't mind. Let me tell you about one of the cases that I was involved in about 10 years ago then. Even now, after I've been retired for a while, I can still remember it like it was yesterday. We arrested a murderer named Yamamoto. He was a middle-aged man. He was still living at home with his mother. But one day, he suddenly ran outside and murdered a man that he had never seen before. When we captured him, he was screaming and yelling about how he was an exorcist, and the man that he murdered was an evil spirit in human form.
Are you guys working with a devil? Stop getting in the way of my mission!
An exorcist? Sounds like a crazy person. He's not really an exorcist, is he? And the person he attacked wasn't a demon or anything, right?
Of course not. There was nothing out of the ordinary on the victim's body or in his record that would indicate anything of the sort. We concluded that the man must have somehow gotten confused, and proceeded to investigate as such.
I see.
By the way, you're a very fast writer, aren't you? And your handwriting, it's so clean. Like a typewriter.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. My ability is automated note-taking.
Ability number 2654. The ability to write down accurately whatever the ear can hear.
No matter how fast you speak and what you speak about, I'm able to record it all perfectly as you said it. So you don't need to check if I've got everything down. You can keep talking at your own pace. So, tell me why the murderer was so confused.
Oh, well...
Oh, let me guess. He had a mental illness? Or maybe he was on drugs. Either that or he was into cult type of stuff.
Well, no. The thing is, we couldn't find anything from his past that could explain his derangement. Medically, he was fine mentally. We did a thorough search through his house. We couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. No matter how many times we questioned him, Yamamoto kept talking about demons and exorcism over and over. We had no idea why he suddenly became mentally deranged, or what led up to him committing the murder. We were stuck in our investigation, to be honest. However... What? Yamamoto is unconscious? Why? He was perfectly healthy, right? Wait, did he try to kill himself?
No, it doesn't seem like it. There were no marks on his body, and we couldn't find any traces of foreign substances in his blood either. It's like he's in a prolonged state of sleep.
What the hell? We're still investigating his murder case! If he doesn't wake up, and we can't solve this case, I don't know what to tell the bereaved family! So, suddenly Yamamoto lost consciousness one day. and he didn't wake up for days, so we had to put the investigation on hold.
What? That's kinda creepy. What a weird case. His motive is still a mystery, and why was he so held fast to demons and exorcism? So, is the case still unsolved then?
No, the case takes a sudden turn from here. About a week after Yamamoto blacked out. For some reason, his mother came to the police department to turn herself in.
What?
Help! Officer, help me! I made my son kill someone.
She was handed directly over to us and looked completely worn out. Then she started speaking.
I have the ability to make people hallucinate. Ability number 1289. The ability to make another person see things and hear things that aren't there. I never even told my late husband or my son about this ability. No one knows about it. I've been keeping it a secret and using it now and then to make my life easier. And I showed my son a certain vision to make him believe. You are the chosen exorcist. You must kill the demons that have taken on human form.
I see. So, that's how you made your son commit murder. But why? He's your blood, right?
Because I had had enough. Ever since he failed to find a job 20 years ago, he refused to even get a part-time job and shut himself in his room. But he would demand food, and if there was anything that he wasn't happy about, he would get violent. I couldn't even have a normal conversation with him. My husband passed away from the emotional distress of dealing with him, and I've been living with that boy for over 5 years. Every day, I thought I was going to lose it. I just wanted to be free. I wanted to enjoy the rest of my days in peace, alone. I needed that boy to disappear somewhere.
How sad. So, the mother used her ability to make her son commit murder. Huh? But wait a minute. Why did the mother turn herself in? You said that the investigation was going in circles and the son lost consciousness. If she hadn't said anything, she might have gotten away with it, right?
Yeah, we asked the mother the exact same thing. All right, ma'am. I understand that you despised your son, and how you made him do it. But why then? Why did you come to confess what you did? I'm sure you heard about his situation right now. If you didn't say anything, you may have been able to get exactly what you wanted. A peaceful life by yourself.
Peace? By myself? I know. That's what I've wanted. But he won't forgive me. My boy in my head won't leave me alone.
The boy in her head?
Yeah. Upon further investigation, we were able to understand more about it. Apparently, Yamamoto didn't black out from some sort of physical malfunction. He spontaneously manifested an ability, which allowed him to separate his consciousness from his body.
What?
The ability to transfer your consciousness into another person's mind, eh?
Yes, sir. It seems like Yamamoto acquired this ability in his prison cell. He's able to separate his consciousness from his body and wake up in another person's mind. And the person whose mind he enters then has 2 consciousnesses in their mind. One of their own, and one of Yamamoto's. And it's impossible to shut him out.
Ability number 1992. The ability to enter another person's consciousness and coexist within them.
Is that all we know so far?
Yeah.
And he decided to wake up inside.
How dare you, Mother? We're family. I was so scared of being alone and ran away into your mind. And I saw how happy you were about getting rid of me. So, it was you who set me up, Mother. I'm never gonna forgive you for this.
No.
I'm going to haunt you all the way to the depths of hell.
Get out! Get out of my head!
I can't believe he would just abandon his body and run away into his mother.
Well, she did do something selfish herself. Maybe it serves her right.
After that, we tried everything we could to get Yamamoto out of his mother. But nothing worked. And his mother was sentenced to 7 years in prison for incitement of murder, with her son inside of her still. And Yamamoto was sentenced to 20 years in prison as the perpetrator of the murder.
Huh? Wait, does that mean his mother...
Yes, his mother, who Yamamoto resides inside, will be the one who will actually fulfill that sentence. There is no punishment in keeping his unconscious body locked up after all.
Oh, jeez. So...
Right. Even now, his mother is quarreling with her son in her head in prison. What she did was unforgivable, but at the same time, I still think that there may have been more we could have done to help her. So, that's one of the most memorable cases of my career.
What do you think? I think it's a great story with a lot of impact. I'll organize the story neatly so we can use it as one of our main stories next.
No way! This story is way too scary. We can't use this. Yeah, our magazine is about special abilities, but next week we're featuring heroes that are doing great things in this world.
Well, heroes are people who punish and capture people who are misusing their special abilities, right? I'm sure we can make space to talk a little about ability-related crimes.
This is way too heavy for that. It's got nothing to do with heroes either. Hold on to this until next month. Maybe you can use it when we're featuring ability-related crimes, but not this time.
But we've done so many special features on heroes!
Hey, I'm just the messenger, alright? But anyways, we don't have enough articles for that hero section. Go right now for another interview.
What? I just got back, though!
Come on! New stories are being born right now, as you're complaining. If you have the time and energy to complain, use that to bring me a good story instead. That's our mission, right?
Ugh, you're making it sound like we have a noble purpose, but you're just trying to use me, aren't you? Fine, I'll go, alright?
Yeah, get out of here. I'll send you the specifics.
I can't agree with everything he says, but my boss has a point. I'm gonna hold on to this interview with Detective Yukihira. It might be worth something someday, and I think this information might help change things in this world. And it's my job as a journalist to get as many of these stories out in the public as possible. Talk to you later, boss. Our world is filled with mind-boggling stories. All right, my next appointment. I see. I'm interviewing a former hero. Yeah, this might be quite interesting. All right, let's do this. I wonder what kind of story I'll witness today. Every person is the main character of their own story, and as long as people have a story to tell, I'll be there to help share it to the world.